We're now joined by the National Freedom Party's Secretary General, Canaan Mdletshe. Mr. Mdletshe, good evening to you. Thanks for your time tonight. Firstly, condolences on the loss of one of your councillors. What do you know right now about this killing?
Thank you so much, Kate. Good evening to the viewers at home. Kate, I must say that as the organization, we are extremely saddened, and we are in fact so shocked because we were not expecting such to happen to Councillor Mchunu, because despite her being a mother, she was the oldest councillor in the municipality. Therefore, we were not expecting a brutality that was meted against her. And at this stage, unfortunately, the information is so sketchy that all that we know is that she was sleeping at home when unknown men broke into her house at around about 1 a.m. this morning, and she was shot. And it's very unfortunate because it happens just days before we celebrate or commemorate Women's Month in this country. So it's really saddening.
In your statement, you talk about the fact that there have been people that have been making threats who you believe are from other political formations. Tell us more about that. Who has been making threats against who and why?
Katie, the reason why we are of the view that the killing of our councillor is well orchestrated, it is a political plot, because just hours after the NFP, ANC and NFF bloc took over the municipality, there were public statements that were made. In fact, there is a video that was captured where a senior leader of a certain particular party in that area of Zululand was calling on members of his political party to stand up and not allow the municipality to be stolen from them. That's the word he used, that the municipality is being stolen from them. So he was saying, if it needs be, they will be. They might as well be arrested.
Is this leader of the IFP?
At this stage, I'm not at liberty to disclose that information, but it's a public knowledge, because, as I'm saying, the video was well captured. And on top of that, there is a voice note that was circulating in KwaZulu-Natal, in particular in the area of Nongoma, where a man, which we now know who it is, was saying that, in fact, he was saying the same thing, saying that they were not going to allow their municipality to be taken away from them, to be stolen, because that municipality belongs to them as a party. Therefore, we are saying that this is the public information. It's out there. We have given this information to the police, and they are working on it, because it is clear that there were people who were planning to assassinate NFP councillors so that they can take over the municipality of Nongoma.
So effectively, I mean, the only party here that would have been in government there, if I'm not mistaken, is the IFP.
Kathy, it's you who are saying that, and as I'm speaking to you, I'm not at liberty to disclose any information towards that regard, but the reality is threats were made outside Nongoma local municipality the moment the NFP, ANC and EFF bloc took over that council. And as I've indicated again, that there is a voice note, it's a 38-minute voice note that is circulating, saying that men must stand up in Nongoma. They must make sure that they reclaim that municipality, because it belongs to them. Therefore, we are saying it's a public knowledge, and we are hoping that the police are going to do justice in this instance, because we cannot allow a situation where municipalities have become killing fields in this country. We cannot have a situation where councillors are hunted down like wild animals, as it is happening in KwaNongoma, because our councillors are hunted down. It's like people are in the zoo where they are hunting animals so that they can kill. It's so terrible in that area. We are hoping that the law enforcement agencies are going to do justice by making sure that they are not only arresting the perpetrators, but the masterminds, because it is clear that this is part of an organized crime. There is individuals or groupings that is operating in that area that is hell-bent at ensuring that there's instability in KwaNongoma. And we want to appeal, in fact, to Minister Begitele to work around the clock to arrest the perpetrators, to make sure that whoever is behind the slaughtering of our councillors in that area is arrested, because Nongoma cannot be an island where it has got its own laws, it has got its way of operating, and guns are the only language that is spoken in the
So here's the difficulty, right? The difficulty is that this is a municipality that has been, by and large, really pulled in different directions. And by what I mean by that is politically, that the power sharing, the power trading has been moving between the different groups. We can talk about the ANC, EFF, NFP bloc now, but previously there was also an ANC, NFP, grouping that had formed, which the NFP had pulled out of and walked away from. So the point is that there seem to be political tensions across the board. And I'm curious about how far you have gone in terms of understanding what the root of these tensions might be. Because it could well be easy to, paint a picture that suggests, well, make your mind up for yourself, but all fingers really point to the IFP. But the nature of the politics in that area is that you do have a lot of parties involved.
I will agree with you, Kate, in that in 2016, in fact, the NFP, with the assistance of the ANC, was in charge of the municipality. But if you look at the statistics, how many councillors were attacked and killed at that time? None. So it is clear to us that, as I've indicated to you, that yes, tensions are there, but the reality is we view this as organized crime, because since the municipality was taken over just a couple of weeks ago, threats have been going out and our councillors have been threatened on daily. In fact,
has there been any attempt by the political parties that are operating in that area to meet and talk about this problem of councillors being under threat?
We are going to, as the NFP, attempt in trying to meet with other political parties to discuss the tensions in Nongoma. But the reality is, Kate, you'll recall that I think it was towards the end of February where the first attempt was made to take over the municipalities. We had hooligans destroying the council seat, the council there, because they didn't want to lose the municipality. We've got videos. I was part of the NFP leadership that was in Nongoma on that day. We saw people entering council chambers carrying izagila. Some were armed with traditional weapons, and it was scary. You see people jumping on top of the desk inside the council chamber, singing, saying slogans that I cannot say in the public platform.
Who are these people? Who are these people? Why are they nameless, faceless individuals? You must know who these people are.
The people are known. The police were there. They saw themselves who were doing that. And as I'm telling you, the situation in Nongoma is completely different from other areas, because we've got people who have elevated themselves to something else other than ordinary human beings who must behave in a particular manner. That's why I said
Mr. Mdletshe, why are you reluctant to give us the names of these people, the organizations of these people, so that we also give them an opportunity, in the same way that we are you, to speak to the issue at hand?
To be honest, Katie, and the viewers at home, these people are known.
Known by who, Mr. Mdletshe? I don't know who these people are. So I'm asking you, bring the rest of the country into the picture here, because you understand what's happening in that municipality. That's where, your councillors are based. That's where your organization is doing its work. So bring the rest of us up to speed. Who are these people?
As I've said earlier, Kate, that these people are known to the police, they are known to the public. It's very unfortunate that maybe people like yourselves and others are not familiar with the situation going on. But most of the people in that area, in fact, in KwaZulu-Natal, all of KwaZulu-Natal, these people are known because they were doing this in in broad daylight. They were not hiding themselves. They were carrying sticks. They were jumping on. In fact, they even broke some of the municipal furniture because they were jumping on top of the desk. They were singing slogans. They broke the ceiling in that council inside the council chamber. And if today, as I'm speaking to you, I don't know whether by the end of this week, I myself will still be alive because tensions in that area are so.
What about
so
the tensions?
deep.
What about the tensions within the NFP, and the fact that you've also had NFP councillors that haven't agreed with each other about whether to swing or to sway more towards the IFP or the ANC, because there are divisions in the NFP in that region?
I will agree that we've got our own internal challenges in the NFP. But not to the extent where our councillors will perhaps, or anyone in fact in the leadership or membership of the NFP will plan to assassinate one another. I can tell you, I can assure you that the killings in Nongoma has got nothing to do with NFP members or leaders. Yes, we do have challenges internally, but not to this extent. As I've indicated, Kathy, to you earlier, that we've got videos. I was there personally when things were happening in Nongoma. This is not a hearsay. We've got videos, I've got some videos with myself and all other people in that area. I've got those videos of people breaking into a council chamber, destroying furniture there, standing on top of the desk and singing songs that I'm not comfortable to even narrate on this public platform. The reality is that councillors in Nongoma, as I've said, are handed down, and the reasons behind this are unknown to us, but we are hoping that police are going to do justice and find these people, and in fact, especially the masterminds, because our view is that there are people who are using other people to assassinate our councillors, and for whatever reasons, we are not sure at this stage.
NFP Secretary General Canaan Mdletshe, we'll leave it there for tonight.